حين نتحدث عن الكرة فلا بد أن يظهر على البال اسم السير أليكس فيرغسون. حين نتحدث عن مانشستر يونايتد ومسرح الأحلام أولد ترافورد فلا بد أن نتحدث عن السير أليكس فيرغسون. السير أليكس فيرغسون بتاريخه معنا في هذه المقابلة الاستثنائية على أبو ظبي الرياضية. سير أليكس, first of all, thanks a lot, to give us some of your time to talk with you at this time of the season.
Well, it's a busy time.
It is a busy time.
And an important game coming up next Monday, of course. But, it's part of the job. You've got to have communication. We have so many fans throughout the world, as you're aware. And it's always nice to let them see something about Manchester United.
When they told me it's confirmed, to meet with the Sir, I have arranged my questions. But now when I'm sitting with you and I look through your eyes, I feel that you are fully confident that you will win the title this year.
Well, you have to have confidence in your players. I think that's an important thing. I think that, and now you've got to trust them. I think that they've earned that trust because most of them have been with me for a long time. And also, it's always good for us, anyway, to have some young players who are continually breaking through into the first team. So that gives you confidence that the future is always good, and that they are gathering experience through the older players in the team. So it gives me a good blend of players. I always feel that I'm confident that they can handle most situations, really.
A lot of people, your fans, especially in the Middle East, they talk that it is not the personality of Man United, it's the personality of Alex Ferguson, which takes Man United, year after year to win titles and to make history.
Well, I think continuity of management is important. I think that's helped. I think that United have had the same manager for 25 years, more than 25 years now. And if you look at Carrington, all my staff, most of them have been with me more than 20 years. So I think that continuity and experience lets everyone know, the players, all staff, that it's the same setup. There's no changes. Consistency. Consistency is really important. And through that, players then understand exactly who the manager is, who the assistant manager is, who the coaches are, who the physiotherapists are, and never changes.
And your answer also make me rearrange my questions again, because I was, willing to talk about the derby first of all, but now, when you are talking to me about more than 25 years, with the Man United. To us, honestly, we cannot imagine Man United, we cannot imagine Old Trafford, without Sir Alex Ferguson. Can you imagine Man United without Sir?
It will happen sometime. It has to happen. Time does that. But the thing about myself is that whilst I'm enjoying the job and whilst I have my health, there's no reason why I can't go on.
Whenever Man United scores a goal, your reaction as if this is your first goal in your life. We like that, Sir.
I can't help that. Everyone's different. People's character is never left in the dressing room. It always goes out in the field with you, whether you're a player or a manager or a coach. I've always had that enthusiasm about scoring a goal. When I played, I celebrated. When I'm a coach, my team scores, I celebrate. It's not how would you put it? It's not an insult to my opponents. It's just who I am, and I don't think I should ever change.
Do you think you will celebrate, in this coming derby, which you describe as the most difficult one, or the most difficult ever?
Yeah, I think it's the most important derby in my time, because you've got to look at Manchester City for the 22 of the years that I've been here. They've not been a challenger to Manchester United in any shape or form. But obviously, since Roberto Mancini's been there, or maybe more to the point, with Mansour taking over, there has been a dynamic change in terms of the money they've been able to spend, the size of the squad, challenging now Manchester United for the league. There's a massive change. So for the first time, we have a derby game which really is going to determine the title.
Do you think this derby will determine the title?
Yes.
It will?
Yeah.
Are you worried about this derby? Or let me put it this way, how would you play this derby? Are you playing this derby for the title, or you are playing this derby as a revenge of the 6-1 result, you know, the previous game, or it is the pride of Sir Alex Ferguson and difficult time he has to win?
No, I think I never involve revenge in my makeup. It's not part of me. I don't believe in it. I think that so what happened 4 or 5 months ago does not apply itself to what's going to happen on Monday night. What we want to do on Monday night is to perform our very best. If we perform our very best, we have a chance. There's no doubt about that.
Who's going to win it?
It's a difficult game. I mean, you've got to look at we have the best away record in the league. Manchester City have the best home record in the league. So it's a combustible confrontation between the best home side and the best away side. Plus, you're playing for a title. So it should be a fantastic game. It will be, it's one of these games that you don't want to miss. If you're a spectator, I understand there's going to be 211 countries in the world that are going to be watching it or something like that. Platini's coming to the game. I understand maybe Blatter's coming to the game. I think that everyone's coming to this game on Monday night because it's such an appealing and competitive situation that you can't avoid not wanting to go.
Do you believe now, you know, when everybody starts, you know, looking at this derby, you know, as the most important derby in the world, do you think, you know, this will be the derby of the world? People will start forgetting about Barcelona, Real Madrid. It's Manchester City derby.
Well, maybe for one night anyway. The derby games, I played in Rangers Celtic derby games, and nothing beats that. Nothing will beat a Rangers Celtic derby game, as far as I'm concerned. Manchester City and Manchester United for one night and Monday night, it could equal that. Barcelona and Madrid, yeah, I've seen Barcelona and Madrid derby games, very emotional games like you always get with derby games. But, you know, Monday night, it's for one night anyway, it's going to be a massive, massive game.
When did you start thinking about this game? And is there any surprise from Sir Alex in this derby?
I don't think it'll be any great surprise from our part, you know, that we're in reasonable, consistent form. We had threw away 2 points on Saturday, which should have been avoidable, but in the nature of our history, we do what we do, we attack, and sometimes when you attack, you can lose a goal. But that's Manchester United. You know, sometimes you have to live by the history books, and Manchester United do it time and time again. We're all proud of that. It's great to be associated with excitement. And Manchester United, for many, many years, but even before I came, I've always been associated with excitement, exciting players, great footballers. Why change?
What went wrong in the previous derby? You know, I mean, until now we cannot imagine that United will lose 1-6. What went wrong, sir?
The mistake was when we scored the goal to make it 2-1, we kept attacking with 10 men. Our two fuels, and we as I was saying earlier on, when you have a history book of Manchester United, that's exactly what it tells you. And the support know that, and they're urging us on to attack and attack and attack and leave the back door open. So it was 3 goals in the last 8 minutes of the match. But it was a humiliating defeat, but you can understand why. We could have easily just said, right, let's defend, game finishes 2-1, we go home, start again. But no, not Manchester United. We have to try and win. We have to try and win. Even with 10 men. If there was 8 men in the pitch, we still would try to win.
When you talk about the derby of Manchester, now you mentioned, you know, the ownership of Sheikh Mansour to Man City. Did Sheikh Mansour, when he owned Man City, made an impact on EPL, in your opinion?
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. The power to buy players, well, Tevez 47 million, and a lot of the players 25, 26 million, and Balotelli 30 odd million. I mean, it's a lot of money, that, you know. It's and been in such a strong financial position, they're able to do that. Other clubs can't. But at the end of the day, Manchester United doesn't bother us because we have our own way of doing things. You know, that we have a combination of different things that give us success and have been giving us success for 20 years. So we don't change. We have a normal situation here. We're good at producing young players. We're good at buying young players and developing them in the club. And that balance of doing that way gives us great satisfaction.
Does not mean you are going to spend for next season, you know, to bring a new player?
Well, obviously you have to be ahead of the game, you know, that we do well in terms of scouting certain young players. In the summer, I think we'll probably sign one or two, you know, that's the name of the game. You know, you have to try and improve yourself by 1%, 2%, whatever. The biggest improvement may be in our training ground next year. We are developing the training ground to enable us to be one step ahead of most teams, and it'll be a fantastic development in a year's time. It'll be unbelievable. So that is maybe the biggest signing we'll make in the summer, is the training ground.
When do you think Man City will win the title and when their era will start?
To be honest with you, I'm not even thinking about that. It's not in my mentality to think they could possibly win the title. I've got to think about Manchester United winning the title. That's my job. Okay?
Finally, anything you like to say, especially, you know, for the fans of Man City and Man United before the derby?
Well, I think hopefully it's a game without any incident. I hope that it's not decided in a bad decision, that both sets of players represent their clubs the right way and make it a great game. It could be a fantastic game, and hopefully it is that way.
It's going to be an open game, right?
It will be open.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Well done.
Thank you.